then here's the other thing about Ben Johnson, which and it's not his fault. Listen, on this part, every assistant coach coordinator, if you have the opportunity to go coach for another team, I get it. You want to take that opportunity. Most people don't aspire just to get to a OC or to a DC or special teams coordinator or anything like that. You generally want to go to that head coach and perhaps in the booth someday. So I'm not knocking him for that. You make a better life for yourself, for your family, great. It is just the manner in which he is now conducting himself. And what I mean by that is he went in division. Okay, there were other opportunities. He didn't have to do this. Is this one the best one for him? I mean, that's for him and his family to decide. But you're going in division of your mentor. You are taking assistance from your mentor. If this was to happen in any other work profession, right? There's non-competes, and typically you can't go to somebody, and you certainly can't raid their staff. I mean, it happens. It's not to suggest that it doesn't happen, but I just think this whole, experience and the way that it's happened, and then the way that these interviews are done during the postseason, Bill Belichick came out and said it. I couldn't agree more. It's a flawed rule. I give Cliff Kingsbury all the credit in the world. That is Washington's offensive coordinator. They are in the NFC Championship game. And he said just, I think, 2 days ago, 3 days ago maybe, I'm not taking any interviews until the playoffs are over, point blank. And if a team wants Cliff Kingsbury bad enough, they're going to wait. Now, that's risky. I get it. But if he is that much of your guy and you have your eyes so set on Cliff Kingsbury, you're going to throw the kitchen sink at him and you're going to make sure you get him. And if you don't, you got a backup plan. I wish that the NFL would take notice of this and make a change and somehow make these off limits. Not, I can do a Zoom call and I can't meet in person until I'm gone. No contact whatsoever. I suppose if they want to contact the agent and whatnot, but these Zoom calls and stuff, and I saw Amon-Ra St. Brown came out on his podcast and he says, I know who Ben Johnson is, and he was completely locked in. BS. I've been around business long enough to know when somebody's on their 2-week notice, they've checked out. The minute that they fully decided that they wanted to leave, they've checked out. There's a very rare chance, 1 out of maybe 50, that person can be brought back after they've chosen to leave. And if they have made up their mind to leave, whether that's 2-week notice, a month notice, 3-month notice, if you're an executive, 6-month notice, if you're, even a much higher C-suite executive for a major company, you're just not 100% there. No one can convince me otherwise. I don't think it is convincible in any other way, shape, or form. So here you were entering the divisional round with the ability to get to the NFC Championship. And Aaron Glenn was very quiet about it. And if you know Aaron Glenn, if you've studied Aaron Glenn, this guy might end up being a better head coach than Ben Johnson. You might want to mark that down, and you can save this video and you can come, hit me up on chat or whatnot. I will say it. Aaron Glenn is going to be a better, more successful head coach than Ben Johnson. You heard it right here on PB Sports Talk, okay? Save it, come back, just like Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, all of those guys that I laid out. Malik Neighbors was much better than Marvin Harrison Jr. Keep it. That's fine.